Hey Fredby, welcome. How's my day been? Alright. I did try to learn some decoding, but there's a problem. Perspective Games uses a laptop. I use a desktop PC, so all the software is having some issues, so we had to interrupt the session because just half of the things don't work the same way, and software doesn't have the updates for desktop for some reason, the one that he's using, so that's not great. Yeah, well, it's plenty of time though, it's no rush. Well, that's how it is. It's like we've got a grand total of 1 viewer on Twitch. Okay. Well, a bunch of people are gonna miss the instructions because I suspect them coming throughout the stream. Yeah, hey Blind Guards, welcome. You'll catch the instructions. Good for you. It's important. Good mood on Sunday, I see. Let's shut off this. And welcome. Today I'll be playing C3 Augustus, custom map called Canyon Crossing by xHyukkin. I've attempted this map before. It was a bit unbalanced. It had some obvious things that needed fixing. xHyukkin has updated the map since to make it a bit more fair. So we'll be playing that version today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map and you'll play the Caesar instructions. It does have Caesar's instructions. So the map looks like. Shut off the music for a bit and let's listen to Caesar.
Congratulations on your successful efforts in Cap Acra. You have not only re-established trade routes, but also rebuilt the old city walls and deflected any enemy attacks against your mission. Your accomplishments have earned you the opportunity to found a new city in the challenging terrain of the mountains of Samothrace. However, founding a city in such a terrain is never easy, especially surrounded by inaccessible land. The mountain ranges are dense with forests, and a river has carved a canyon in the landscape over centuries.
Good.
A mountain pass leads along the river and is used for traveling in this region. Small valleys are scattered along the river, which can be utilized as housing areas. Some locals avoid these valleys for an unknown reason, but for our purpose we will have to colonize them. The locals live on the cliffs and farm the glades around small creeks. You will have to find space elsewhere to found the city. Use the valleys to accommodate housing and infrastructure. Building a prosperous city in this unforgiving landscape will require all of your skills and knowledge. You will begin with a substantial starting budget of 7,000 denarii. which should provide you with sufficient resources to establish a strong foundation for your city. To achieve a population of 7,500 people, you will need to set up several independent housing areas throughout the valleys.
Quite a long
These
text.
areas
I
should
like
be
it, but most
strategically
gamers wouldn't.
located near sources of food and other
Yeah,
resources
but
to ensure that your citizens have easy access to
If
the
you have
necessities
Caesar
of
read it,
life.
it's fine.
Encouraging people to live in remote areas
longer.
far from established civilization is challenging. As time passes, they will need increasing income to maintain their contentment,
Quasi-all.
or they may decide to leave your city. The main enemy forces you will need to contend with are the local tribes who inhabit the mountainous region.
It's
These
really good.
tribes are fiercely territorial and will view your arrival as a threat to their way of life. They will likely attempt to drive you out of the area, so you will need to train troops and establish a strong defense to repel their attacks. Please note that mountains present challenging terrain for untrained soldiers, so you will need a diverse range of troops to effectively handle unexpected and difficult attacks in the remote regions. To be flexible
Yeah,
enough to
waffle.
adapt to enemy forces, you will only have a maximum of 4 forts per unit. However, since there are no iron mines available in the vicinity, you will have to purchase iron from other peninsulas to manufacture weapons for your troops. Additionally, it is too cold in this area to cultivate olives, so investing funds in their production would be too risky. You will have to buy them from elsewhere to supply your city. In addition to purchasing and processing iron, there are several local resources available that can be used to sustain and grow your city. The dense forests in the region can be farmed for timber, and the river is rich in fish. Local farmers grow fruits and vegetables that can be sold for profit. Wheat can also be farmed, and vines will grow well on mountain ranges with enough sunlight. Clay is also important, and fortunately, it can be harvested nearby in the moody ground. Trading can be a reliable source of income in the early years of your city, but the harsh weather and dangerous roads in the mountains may disrupt your trade routes. As a consequence, it is important to sustain your economy through alternative means, such as providing entertainment and creating a desirable living environment in your city. This will attract wealthy citizens who will pay taxes for the city's goods and services. That is all the information I have for you at the moment. I wish you a safe journey up the mountains. And remember, Governor, I encourage you to plan carefully in order to ensure the success of your mission. Good luck.
There is no academy, so that's one of the things. Let's take a look at... let's bring back music. That's the first. And then let's take a look at rules. Do only build a maximum of 4 forts for each type of unit. So you can do 4 Javelineers, and then you need 2 cavalry, and then if you want Grand Temple to Mars, you can only do cavalry, and then you can do 2 more legionaries. That's how I would do it. Military might be kinda huge. Now, what about the attacks? Let's take a look at the hints. Plan your military carefully, taking into consideration travel time of troops to designated attack areas. Native mana is good. Mounted auxiliaries may not be strong but in rocky terrain, but they are capable of quickly reaching vulnerable points in defenses. Invasions will come from the 4 roads located in the northeast that lead out of the map. Check out the maximum housing level. Okay. The building of the aqueduct near the river led to an unsafe ground in the area. Yeah, that's a hint. I know for a fact there is gonna be an earthquake in this valley here, which is gonna cut off this entire area, and at that point you need to clear these wolves and have this. It's 2 packs. You need to have this as an alternate route, which is gonna stretch the trade risk quite a bit. Invasion points, 4 roads, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All of these are invasion points. So forts, preferably you would spread them around this area just so that you don't have everyone in one place, but also have enough space to actually, reinforce the points. Don't build towers like adjacent to those invasion points, just rather build up the defenses a bit further so that you have time to gather your troops before the attacks happen. So that's gonna be necessary. Okay, just talking about something unrelated, it's fine. So let's take a look. We start with 7,000 denarii. Let's take a look at our personal salary. It's 5 denarii. Let's drop it to 2. We start with 120. We'll keep that for a gift, possibly. Now, entry point right here. Exit point. Also the invasion point furthest down, maybe hardest to defend. Yeah, for sure. That's why it would be preferable not to build anything too close to it, and it is like, it's very far because your troops will need to travel through this whole freaking mountain to reach it. You could possibly use these staircases to get a closer access point, but so to ignore this. But still, if you put forts like here, that's still gonna be a problem for them to reach here effectively. That means that this whole area will probably be abandoned, and we will only defend somewhere here, most likely. If this is not accessible, yeah, they cannot reach the city this way, unless we bridge over. And we shouldn't need all the space on the map, and this is not exactly prime location for anything anyway. Maybe some industry, but we can do that nearby the trade route. Oh, it does look gorgeous. xHyukkin is very adept at making very good looking maps. He also has real life locations as inspiration usually, and he takes care to build it very carefully with the smallest brush. You can definitely tell that. Okay, so first block. Let's take a look at this area. So preferably you would want, this is farmland, but there is more than enough farmland on the map. It's just, you know, it's absolutely everywhere. So your best option is just to use what you have and build on it, even if it's farmland. Now this cliff, I think this is entirely cut off. This is just for looks. You cannot physically get into this area at all. You can do this, possibly. There are some wolves and a fairly decent valley. The goals are gonna be a bit of an issue. We'll need just very small partitions, I think, to offset our prosperity. We'll see what are the farming options. Wheat, vegetables, fruits. It's easy to get food types. So since it's a northern map, we'll probably feed people 2 food types anyway, if we can. Which should make it easy to get them all the way up to Grand Insulae, if we so wish. We have clay and timber, which is basic goods to make evolutions happen. That's good. We have vines. We don't have olives or... yeah, we don't have olives or marble or iron. These are the things we lack. Let's take a look at the Empire map. So this is Emperor campaign. This is supposed to show you all the maps you've played before. So we are currently at the 14th map in the series, and so it goes from Ptolemy to Siamese to all the other maps, and it shows you the route with a sea trade route opened at the start. The one downside to this is it will constantly bitch at you that you don't have a working dock, but this trade route actually doesn't buy anything or sell anything, so it's just for you to visually interpret where you came from. Yeah, there was an island. I also thought that, but that's on one of the small islands in the Mediterranean. That's where the mission is set. It's an island map. Yeah. Okay. And so regarding the Empire map, we don't have borders set up with flags, but we do have a lot of Roman cities on the map, so that's good for flavor. You've got Capua, you've got Roma, you've got Tarentum, Brundisium, you've got Carthago, you've got Leptis, Magna, Cyrene, Ephesus, Athene, Antiochia, Tyre. And then we have actual usable cities. So we are here in Villa Milionola, and we've got Julia Alonia on, looks like what is the Adrianian coast, and that would buy fruits from us, not much, and it would sell iron and olives. This is crucial for later in the city development. It costs a lot to open up, so this is not the first one we'll do for sure. Next up we have Novinium, which is a trade route that buys vine, pottery and vegetables by land for 1,100. It sells some iron. Or we could open up Milos, which would buy vine and vegetables by sea, and it sells fish. Or we could do Jorum, which would buy weapons and vegetables, and it's a bit more expensive. It's your only source of marble, so that's something to keep in mind for monument construction. We'll be starting with this land trade route, and then we'll do the sea one, because the I think the docks are not exactly great. Last time I played, I think I built my dock here, but this is not great because you can still make vine happen here, but it's very tight. So instead, what would be good is to get our dock here and then that would require me to clear these wolves, but we will need to do this anyway. It's quite important. Is it in Spain? This is just to connect the campaign. Yeah, that's the Emperor campaign. Starts here just so that you have the trade route actually go through all these points. Toulon was the first mission in the campaign, so this is where it starts. So let's take a look at our first block. As I said, we'll do it here. It's not great to build over fertile land and it burns my eyes, but needs must. So let's go ahead and place down a bridge. Got these trees. Make sure there is an access point to this area. And maybe we could fit something fairly regular in here. There is plaza on this map, so it's not gonna be as difficult as some of the other ones in terms of desirability, but space is a major constraint. You need to be cautious about that. What's the maximum with the population? 6,500. That's quite manageable for such a large map. It's just, you know, spreading the little blocks in all the valleys is gonna be something you need to take care about. Fairby says adding different colored dots on the map would actually be a good idea for future Augustus campaigns, so you can show the path of the campaign. Yeah. So you don't have to do this, but you can actually have a specific feature. You can post it in Augustus Discord if you would. Fairby. Good old Toulon, I still remember Mike playing it. Balls turning inwards when there's a pricing from the entry point to economy. Yeah, it was not great, since the entry point is rather close. Okay. Let's plan something here. This is far from ideal. Might actually put it somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna waste a bit of money, but we might have to tweak this design a bit. So it wouldn't really fit otherwise. This is not doable, so let's just start with the road already. I'm gonna go this way. Now with this is gonna be awkward. Just need something like this. It's gonna be horribly stretched. Okay, not horrible, not great, but it will work. Let's put down an engineer and doctor as well as a barber, so people don't die. We'll put down extra housing on this side. Plus temples. We need to spam them as well. I'll need to figure out a place to put them, which we could use this for trading. I think that's not the worst idea. It's just gonna require quite a bit of manufacturing later for oil as well. So I'm not sure if that's what we want to do. We could do that. It's just now we need to figure out where to put the temples in. I think the earthquake is like here or here. I don't exactly remember. So is there another place where we would put our temples? Possibly could squeeze some of them in this little valley, because you are not going to be fitting many things here. Maybe some workshops, but that's a stretch. It'll be, can we do grand temples? We can. We'll be doing, which god would be the best? Venus, I suspect. So let's put Venus in here. get a road going. Get an engineer on that. This is gonna be our starting block. Not much else to do rather than just let it run. So let's see. The heart-shaped housing block. I'm not sure if that's true. Maybe a bit if you squint real hard, or if there's something seriously wrong with the hearts you've seen. But yeah, it's a block. Yeah, it will hold a good amount of people, if nothing else. I like the little mountain aqueduct. Yeah, you won't like it for much longer. As I said, I know there's gonna be an earthquake. So it's gonna be something we need to take care about rather soon. Just build the industry so we don't get stuck on this side of the river. But it has been adjusted. It's no longer gonna happen like very early in the city's existence. So we have some time to actually, you know, have the funds to do it. So it should be fine. Let's wait on this one. Not convinced we can fit so many houses here. I might have to leave that open because of how crooked this is. There's gonna be an aqueduct here, or a reservoir rather, so it's gonna impact the city quite a bit. Okay, let's do industry now. So first we do the land trade route, I think. So it's gonna be Novinium. Oh yeah, we also should check out the prices. Some of them might not be vanilla. Vine is selling for 110, yeah. Not great, but it's good enough. Pottery, not great, but we can use that, certainly. I'm just gonna clear this entire thing out. And even here, I don't know how far the earthquake will go, but I'm pretty certain it's not gonna go here, because this is where a bridge needs to go, and if it would reach there, you would be stuck forever. So, in my eyes, we could put a warehouse like here, without too many issues, and have our industry here. So we'll do vine. Let's take a look. These valleys can have a farm in them, but there's very little point to that. So we'll be doing 2 farms, 2 workshops. Oh, 2 workshops per farm rather. And just connect it up, put down an engineer. This is going to accept vine. Just 16 is fine. This marble price. It is. It's nice that you are willing to replay version 2 of a map. I feel a lot of streamers give up a map, basically one chance. Well, I do, because, you know, it's a lot of effort to make them, the maps, and just so that not everyone can be like that great at the game to test them properly. I can understand the issues that come from that. Like, you can design something with intent to make it really difficult because that's good, but it could be over the top, and that happened to this one. I hate it when it happens, and I'm very salty, but I will still replay it if the map gets updated, because, you know, there are some clearly things that are a bit misguided on it. No, that's no longer the case on this one, I don't think. So that's what we do. And, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's tough to design it. I can understand it. So just because I get mad because I die if something stupid doesn't mean I'm not gonna play it. But yeah, I can totally understand that some people will just abandon the map forever after they just cannot beat it once, or something horrible happens that's not balanced. But you know, if you want good maps, you need to actually provide a feedback. Just saying it's bad doesn't do it any justice. You need to evaluated properly. And just so that we know that it has been properly fixed, we need to play it again. And also, like Higgins maps, we've played the campaign in its entirety, even though some of the maps were saltier than others. And so it would be a shame to abandon it now, I think. Let's get a bathhouse so people don't die. And he already wants food. That's fine, we'll be making food. Rather soon, just not yet. We have 120 months for it, so that's fine. This is chugging along. I'm thinking about placing a house here, but I'd rather just do a statue, because this is going to be very congested in terms of desirability and fountain coverage. And don't overspend on anything, just keep people moving in. We are getting some unemployment again. Caesar playing his birthday 10 years ahead. Yeah. I wish for vegetables. Clearly. I think we can sell pottery to this route, right? Yeah. It's one shield, so who knows how much it will be. But we can use pottery for our housing block as well, so it's good. It's good to build this. Workshops. This is kind of tricky. I don't like that. You can just do this. That's fine. And this. This is gonna be horribly crooked, but you know, as long as it works, it's all right. They'll split off this part. Just give it its own engineer. And let's do pottery over here. 16 units. I need 2 more workshops. I'd prefer to build them somewhere where we can actually know that we are not going to be building clay pits on. So let's do this. Again, not great, but whatever works. This engineer should cover everything. That made me think of something. Is the desirability of 2x2 statues better than the small temples? I think it is. We could check that, possibly. Commerce. Desirability. So it's green, light green, somewhere. And if you do medium, I don't want to waste the money on it, but I'm convinced it is better. You don't have statues. Okay. So it might be good to put the temple there. After all, it's the best option we have. Do a house here. And here. School and library are gonna be a thing we want, but first food, which we'll source from this valley. Now, the bridge location is gonna be something to think about if you want to maximize the amount of farms you squeeze in here. But there's a farm right there, so it's probably a good idea to put it there. Can do this. Could do a granary on this bank, but that would kind of screw up with the design quite a bit. So maybe I don't want this one. You know, just put it like that. Let's do a native overlay. I need to see behind that. This thing's gonna accept vegetables, 16, wheat, 16. Let's get an engineer in this nook. Let's get a low bridge. Let's get a market. Road connection. Road bucket heavily. Is plazas in exchange for no statues a good deal for you? Your face said no. It is good deal. Plaza is still the best desirability option. It's just, you know, statues are also really powerful, but nowhere near as good as Plaza, because Plaza is built on top of roads. You don't need additional space for it, and that's just massive difference. So I would say still, if I had an option to choose, I would still pick Plaza any day of the week. Not having access to anything is always a surprise though, but a good one. I think it would trivialize the desirability quite a bit if we had statues as well. It's good. We should see some goods soon. That's when we'll open up a trade route. Let's get some wheat. This is bad. Squeeze in 2. If we do that, this could have been managed better, I think. But oh well. Let's get a theater. Get some vine. Not a whole bunch of it though, so. Oh, it's October. We could open up the trade route, but sell some of it at least. Novinium, open up. You're gonna be buying our vine and pottery. We'll check the actual quotas for it. It's 5 and 15, okay. And 10 vegetables. I'm gonna have to sell the vegetables as well, I think. This is way too much wine, but we can sell it to sea trade routes as well. Let's accept 8 vegetables here. Do vegetable farm. 2 of these. And we should be disallowing traders from coming here. Giving these people water is gonna be really good. Can do it from there. This is fine. Plaza critical points, I bet. Let's get a school. We should be selling vegetables as well. We already sold a bit of vine, so that's good. We could go with another clay pit, just so that we can build up a surplus for our block, but not yet. That's what I thought when concerning it. Space is kind of limited here. Yeah, for sure. It's a good design decision, because when you make a map this constrained, it's good to have Plaza and not feel not having feel like a cheat for desirability, while at the same time having everything would probably be too simple. So if you restrict anything, might as well be the statues. Yeah. The desert fountains. You get used to having to cope with that easily, but it's always horrible. That's for sure. Okay, people will be moving in now. Should be selling some goods. The route is definitely not ideal, but that's fine. It's gonna change anyway, soon enough. You need some desirability for these scraps, but not yet. Also, we'll struggle to feed them. Almost enough. And they're gonna steal it now. Yeah. I like banning statues anyway, because statue spam looks really bad. It does look really bad. It's also really powerful. Yeah, at least I used those, but I still spammed a single type a lot of the time, so, you know. And yeah, you can see the desirability effect of the water here, in effect. We are very low on money, but we didn't take the bailout yet. Send him his vegetables. Let's put down a farm. Yeah, but Augustus has goddess statues which look better. You also have like 4 variations of the small statue. So it's no longer just the one guy that looks the same, you know? Like the bust. It's gonna do some gardens here. I know, we did receive some money, fortunately. Fortunately, we have goods, just selling them is the... Yeah. Now we got some money. Let's take a look. I'm gonna add this clay pit, some more workshops. This is gonna get horribly strained with the road layout. But again, just add another engineer, it's fine. We need to maximize space. And we want a warehouse that goes somewhere along here. It's just tough to fit it anywhere useful. It's gonna be here. We'll be having this one get 8 pottery, no traders, and we could add a depot as well. Pottery from warehouse 1 to warehouse 3. Need to focus on military rather soon, which is not gonna be cheap. Let's get some more farms. Could use a wheat farm as well, I just don't think we can fit it easily. It would block off this access point entirely, which is not great, so let's just not have it. It's fine. We can source some food from here as well. But military is definitely a concern we'll need to have, so we'll start developing this area for it rather soon. Let's wait a little bit. We should still have a little bit of time at least. I want at least a couple of plaza tiles. If we see casa, we do form. It's going to allow ourselves some tax. Pay them a little more in wage so they don't go insane. Some gardens. Under no circumstances should Caesar invade you. They'll rotate between 2 variations, yeah. I didn't know that either. I usually just use the same one, but you can still get a bunch of, even the columns, you know. You have 1x1 decorations galore in Augustus. No need to spam just the one, if you don't want to. So feeding them is still a problem. We have enough farms, it's just gonna take a little while. And with pottery here, we should see some extra evolutions soon. We have a bathhouse. We should be giving them an amphitheater already. Rome pays more wages. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Stick with 34. We'll want to put down gladiator school, actors colony somewhere. So I think it's gonna be here. We'll farm this. Anyways. Just set up a granary in advance. This thing's gonna accept vegetables and wheat. We'll block that off. And we could do orchards here, but rather I just put an amphitheater. It's not gonna be a shortage of farmland, I don't think. Let's add some wheat. Caesar is not happy. There is no fertile land here, so we could use this for actors and gladiators. Sooner we get the insula, the better, even if it causes a little bit of a debt. Military is still gonna be a concern. We'll need to fix it rather soon, but for now, it's fine. And maybe save space for a Colosseum. we could build it anywhere else as well. I'm gonna build it where my patricians are gonna go. This block would throw at you with money. What? I don't understand. It's a really good block. It's just gonna be a while before it becomes profitable. Let's just make them insulate under any circumstances. We need money. It's gonna mean a bit of debt, but hopefully we'll solve it soon. It's the greed. It's real. Yeah, we should be feeding them more and more. No working dog, I'm aware of that. It's January. Gods are getting pissed at me. Not good. We could temple spam. Or we need to temple spam. Just where? Somewhere where it doesn't matter really. Places like this are ideal. They already have the coverage. And let's hope we can recover the debt. What's our yearly income from taxes? 1500. That should be good. People are pleased. We could even go to 10%. Almost everyone is fed. He already complains about desirability. That's what I thought. It's more reliable with travel time on the river. Yeah. Viable, I mean. It's good. We will do it. I did have it before. Almost everyone is fat. No, fat. But we need money to set it up, and for the first trade route, I don't think the C1 is the best first one. It might be. I don't know. I think we did that before. We'll see. No, I doubt it. I don't think Mech can place Augustus. Unemployment high, money shit. Yeah, it's the trade is not good. Okay, we made it just in December, before it could go horribly wrong. It still will go wrong, but what are the events? People are disgruntled. Okay, let's drop that a bit. We'll need to give them jobs now. That's a problem. It's December. I'll wait for January probably, and then we will do the dock. Yeah, I know. It's January, we are in debt, but if we set up the dock trade soon, we could be fine. We don't need to cut into the wolves immediately, so just cut this off. Let's do a ship's bridge. Let's take a look at dock spots. Neither of them are great. I'm just gonna put one here, and we'll do a warehouse there. That's gonna get what can we sell to this one? Milo, spice, wine, a lot of it, and vegetables. Let's do a granary as well. Okay, this thing's gonna get wine, 16, and actually full warehouse of wine is fine. No land traders, no sea traders here. It's gonna get vegetables. No, let's just accept. Need jobs anyway. And we need to recover this debt before we build military. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's wait for him to get this stuff. Then we'll open. Open Milos. We are selling wine, selling vegetables. That's 20 wine. We need to make more of it. No more here. We can just replace one of the farms. Let's go like this. We can roadblock this off because it's hideous and it doesn't need to be connected. should be making some money from the sea trade road. Unfortunately, the ships might arrive from here, because if you add entry and exit points like that, they randomly choose where that's gonna happen from, and then they could still decide to leave this way. So, you know, it's gonna be pretty bad. Yeah, the Empire map restrictions are pretty bad. There are so many other things that are also horrible once you find out what Augustus can do, but I'm not gonna go at length into that. You'll have unemployment issues most likely. Still, yeah, clearing the wolves will be necessary rather soon. We might die if we are not quick enough. I was hoping we could earn money. Yeah, let's see. Sold some wine at least. Okay. But it's still nowhere near enough to allow ourselves to build military. Send him a gift. And this is still a bit unstable. Again, if you add anything to this kind of block, it usually destabilizes it a bit. We'll be adding another market. Hopefully that's gonna help out. We want a couple more farms here. And we are not getting enough wheat. Let's put some farms here. It's gonna get a roadblock. It's gonna get an engineer. We need to think about the military soon. It's just... I cannot really justify. Was that low? Oh, it raised by 1 denarii. Okay, let's go up by 1 then. Some amount of jank in old games can be charming, maybe to some people, but you know, why would you play with objectively inferior thing when you have the superior thing? I know why Jake does it, but you know, every other person who actually has open mind shouldn't. But that's fine. You can like what you want. Well, Jake does it. Jake only sticks with Julius for very specific reasons that are not applicable to vast majority of population. So, you know, you shouldn't because Jake does it, because he has his own reasons for it, and those reasons apply to him specifically because of how he likes to build cities. Because Augustus nerfs his approach hard, so he couldn't cope with it. He would need to rethink his entire Caesar mind, and that's not gonna happen. Not only the unemployment, that's just one of the things. Health mechanics that crush your city if you are not careful, if you don't give them proper services quickly, which means more workers early game going towards that. Not only that, but also, you know, not only health, but sentiment. Yeah, not just unemployment, but sentiment in general. Not only sentiment, but also other things like, you know, levy, soldiers eat food, you know, these sorts of things. Just difficulty. It is obscene how much food they eat on very hard ground. That's completely true, but still, like, yeah. That's the reason for it. Let's get more. We still have such an unemployment. I need to do something about that, but none of the trade really matters at this point. We could do vegetables, but where? This could work, but that's not what I can easily do here. Okay, rather we just have to aim towards the military quickly and then hope we can survive that. The insulate taxes should bring us back from the dead. Let's get a supply post. Let's get a barracks. Let's get a military academy. This is very expensive. And let's get a fort. there are 2 packs of wolves in there, so that's gonna be something we need to be cautious about. We cannot just run in there with 1 unit. It's not gonna work. What the fuck is that trade route? Which one? This one. That's what I talked about. Hell is on. Oh, you weren't here before. Yeah, it's a campaign. So this is the 14th map in a row in the campaign, and so it shows you the different missions that were played before. They are named properly, and you go do 1 by 1. It's a bit confusing with the trade route. I can understand that, but that's just because of the campaign. It's not relevant to any in-game mechanic. It doesn't actually sell or buy anything. Creative, right? That does sound interesting. I never liked that you can just ignore most of these things at a certain point. Yeah, Jake enjoys that, but you know, it trivializes the game a lot. So if you want difficulty, you go for Augustus. Very creative way of using the tools at hand. Might steal that. I mean, xHyukkin is probably here in the chat with us, but I don't think he will mind at all. And I think Fairbuy will suggest that as a feature in the future. So we might have something similar, but not actually having to use the freaking trade route for it. But have it happen with something that's not gonna constantly bitch at you that you don't have a dock. Okay, good. Because it will constantly bitch at you for not having a dock otherwise. Which is not the greatest. And debts. Yeah, debts are horrible. We need to wait. Okay. I think we can recover. Just don't buy anything, don't build anything. Everyone is allowed to recreate things I make. Yeah, and it's, you know, might become a mechanic at some point, which is good. Good idea. Very creative. Okay. Still have that. I know you want wheat. I cannot have it. Everyone's loving the wheat, so unfortunately I just never have enough of it. It's not really a trade route. You could make it land and there won't be a message. Yeah. That's true. Ah, it's an invisible, right. Yellow points. Oh, right, yeah, it's worse visibility if you go over land. That's true. Didn't occur to me. Let's build a plaza tile. Maybe that's gonna push this guy over? No, he hates the warehouse. We have money again. Just a little bit. But it's all we need. It's August though, so we need to be careful. Just need some more food for this. This is just eating a lot. Let's get some more wheat. That might not be necessary, but let's keep it. I don't know how to evolve that guy. It's gonna be a big problem. I could do a Lararium, perhaps. But where? Instead of this barber, maybe. Yeah, it did bump him up an evolution stage. Not great still. We might have to remove a house if it gets too unstable. If they add it, I might get a different color, like gold maybe. A different icon. Legionary might be the most obvious choice. Yeah. But gold color might be horribly visible on the brown background of the map. So you might rather opt for something that's more visible. If it was like really bright gold with some outline, maybe that would work for the tiles, but no, not like straight up gold as I imagine, like the sort of this sandy color. That's like, it's not really that distinguished. Or the dots could be made larger for the map, for the campaign path. Yeah. That's correct. Okay, we need a new fort. Can we fit one here without shooting ourselves in the both legs? Yes. Let's do it. So still, with this amount of farms, it's still not looking great, but it's gonna get better. No. This house is still not getting food. It's these markets. They can cover it, it's just takes them a while, and they also need to go for the both area, which takes them a while. So those are the reasons for it. Now, yeah, I'd like to make them Grand Insula eventually. We'll see about that. I need to take care of the wolves soon. We don't have towers. It's gonna be kind of a pickle for when these attacks happen. When we have the two forts, I'll go for the map for the wolves. So made a campaign already and it goes all the way to Russia and Scandinavia. Kind of. I like northern maps, yeah. These were, because northern maps are the easiest to balance. You don't have the double wheat to worry about. You don't have fires, but you have wolves, which you can use to lock areas easily, and no other maps have dangerous animals yet. So that's the reason for it. And he did make 14 maps for this campaign. This is the 14th one, and then we'll have one for the new one, which is a desert. There's no need to add wheat on central or desert maps. Yeah, there is no need, but if you want it as a thing, you can have it. You know, some people like having wheat, not being a cheat, where it gives you double, but still have it. Like the trees and bushes, yeah, they're a good terrain set for the northern map. But yeah, the wolves. Lions for desert maps, yeah. We need hyenas or something like that. Okay. I think we should focus on this one block before we do much else. Now the problem here, I need to turn this into a place where we manufacture oil. That's gonna be a problem. I can already foresee that. Let's add this. This is gonna... Are we not having... Oh, yeah, I don't have the money for that yet, actually. Let's just not do that. It's taking a while to train them up. The unemployment is still huge. I'll give them an arena, I think. Do we have a lion pet? We do. This would block off the staircase, unfortunately. I'm just gonna put it here. Yes, he didn't like that. Now let's put some Lararia down. It's gonna help with desirability. Offset that. That extra entertainment should keep these people in the line. Keep taxing them. To have hippos on desert maps. Very strong animal, maybe as strong as the elephant. Non maps could have bears. Yeah, if you have several like tiers of strength of animals, that would be good. Like have bears and wolves, different strengths, would be good. Not just one per map, but that's gonna require quite a bit of effort to implement, I think. Yeah, he wants a bunch of things. Money, I don't have that kind of money to give. We'll see. Mainly I'm just waiting for our military to be ready to go here. Because these two packs will be dangerous. We could start with the one, but I'm sure I will leave it diagonal in and they will just rush in. Hey Cloud, welcome. Okay. Wheat. Give me the wheat. No. Okay. It's gonna happen. I might actually send him the money. as well. I don't have much else to expand into because any other projects are gonna become nothing when this breaks, which is gonna happen rather soon. So we'll see if we give it to him. Okay. I think lynx would attack humans. They're too small for European wolves, and bears are the best animals. Yeah, bears and wolves are good. Lynx, it can attack humans, but like it's very rare. It's not a mountain lion like in Americas. Yeah, wolves could be in central climate as well. It's northern, but like central, in terms of climate, we have lynx here, but we had wolves and bears as well. And this is like, you know, Bohemia is sort of central climate. It's not exactly northern. Like northern, when I look at this is like Scandinavia. This is like, you know, maybe northern Germany. This is maybe Balkans in some cases, but not like, you know, central is like, yeah, Italy and Spain and that as well, but also like parts of Europe, like France, parts of it for sure. Northern Germany is flat. Yeah, I don't mean the rocks, I mean the vegetation, like forests. In here you have a lot of pine forest as well, but that's for forestry reasons, because it grows faster, so they grow explicitly pine forests for industry reasons. Otherwise you have mixed forests and a lot of, you know, actually leaved trees, not nettles. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be an issue. Can't really evolve that guy at all. That's fine. Send him the wheat, since we have it on hand. Let's break into this. See what the wolves do. Bit of a cheeky palisade. Yeah, possible. This Germany also has got nice beech and birch woods. Yeah. No, I'm not saying like entire Germany is just pine forests, but it's definitely more northern than, you know. Like Germany is also pretty big, so I don't think it's gonna be the same climate in like the south of Germany as well as the north of Germany. Like almost where Denmark is. But yeah, they prefer to plant pine trees because they are faster to grow for industry reasons. In here at least. That's what they do. While monoculture is not good for, you know, obvious reasons. It's bad for diseases and also parasites. There are like 3 parasites that ruin entire swaths of forests. When they are focused on like one kind of tree and you plant that tree explicitly, it's gonna cause some issues. Okay, let's have a ship's bridge. We need this. This is necessary because this is gonna break rather soon. That is going to mean that our... can you not? Oh yeah, they are coming back home. There's a native hut. We'll trade with the natives. And we'll trade with the natives in such a way as to maximize the potential. Let's get this. Let's get it to be there. We need to keep space open. I'm not sure if the Carter is not supposed to spawn from this point, which might ruin this entire thing. We'll see. Sneaky Marek. Czechia has a lot of oaks. Quite a few. It's, yeah, a lot of oaks, but also linden. Linden is our national tree. But as I say, in most forests in here, if you go to a freaking national park or whatever, they plant pine trees most of the time, because the leaf trees are just too long to grow. It takes such long time. It's not worth it. Decoration trees have a shine to them, which I don't like. Linden trees smell very odd. They do. People here make tea from that as well. Oh yeah, he spawns good. Okay, what is he gonna buy? I'm just gonna get wine in here. I'm just gonna accept it, I guess. And then we'll do manufacturing. Some farming here. Can we? No. Okay. Well, fine. I can still do it. It's just not gonna be very good, but... Natives can probably buy up 4 workshops worth of wine. Let's be careful. But not blocking this entirely off. And roadblock that off. Caesar hates that. That's fine. As long as we make money. Yeah. It's an investment. You will print money with the natives. Not good. I'm not gonna open up these yet. I'm kinda considering sending him the money because I need favor. Might save up and do that. We could also micro our gifts, which is probably what we should do with medium gifts for now. Especially for Baron, we recently coined the Omega Pa. Hey Mario, welcome. Yeah, I mean with Baron it's not really a surprise, but I think you said your map was not exactly balanced with that in mind, so it might have helped, but you know, it's Baron. If there was not a crushing death, is it even a proper Baron approach? Probably not. I think this is gonna block him in. Let's not do that. And I'm gonna do a engineer there, and then one more workshop somewhere here. This is horribly crooked. As long as it works. You could also bring it from here, but I want to keep enough, keep selling with the land trade route as well. Let's drain it all too much. Okay, and now we can actually think about where to set up our... actually no, let's send him the money, and then we'll continue. How long does it take for natives to travel from their settlement to the meeting hut? Years! They began their journey as children, and they arrive as elders. Years! It's all worth it though. The pilgrimage is something every native has to take. It's a metaphor for life's journey. Still haven't played my Asterix map. I've forgotten a lot of details about it now. Yeah, he doesn't play all that much Augustus anymore. I don't know what convinced him to switch to more Julius. He played a lot of Augustus before. I think I take that back. I remember the moment he stopped playing Augustus. And it was when the health patch made health even more difficult. When you don't build a bathhouse and a barber, you die. That's when he stopped. Okay, we sent them a huge amount of money to Caesar. That should be fine. Now the natives, I hope they will start buying exclusively from this warehouse. Might actually add another one. We'll see. Is the native somewhere on the map? Somewhere else? Not sure. No, he's coming here. Okay. Good. Five clay. Okay. I'm surprised no one had made it before. It seems to fit the game so well. It does. I've got a challenge for you. When my easy campaign is complete, you'll have to beat every map in one stream. Is that a good dictator? So it's 14 maps. Each one is like, if I'm generous and I'm gonna play quickly, it's gonna be an hour and 40 minutes. So it's freaking 24-hour stream. Considering I'll probably not be at my best when I reach like here. I'm gonna start losing my marbles. Oh, there will be even more. Well, 24-hour stream of xHyukkin maps. That would leave a permanent mark on my sanity, I think. But I mean, I don't want to immediately say no, because it's a good idea. It's just, I think, way too much Caesar for one day to do reasonably. Yeah, it would be a 24-hour stream. It would either make or break my mind. Because after that, I could probably beat anything, ever. Yeah, we can never... Well, I can assure you that the 24-hour stream will very much push that concept way beyond the sane levels. Oh, I can have a clay pit here. No, I want to have my clay pit somewhere here instead. And I'll just start accepting clay in here. Just for his request. When they buy stuff, it should free up some space. I don't think you realize what the maps are. If you remember them, some of them are pretty savage still. And not only that, but also just sheer amount of time you would spend playing it. I think the Caesar would just, you know, you would not be getting much enjoyment out of it at some point. It would just be pain. Because, well, Caesar is a very good game. It has its limits of how much you can play it before you are driven clinically insane in one day. So, not sure if that would work out too well. And the freaking trader is coming elsewhere. What is... He wants to buy something else. Long Fu the Mysterious. Okay. That's not good. I want him to buy wine exclusively, but he says no. You could replay your votes and just comment them. Yeah. For sure. No, I would just play them again if it was a thing. You do. Playing the bots would not be good. I need to consider it. It would definitely be taxing a lot. Yeah. You can trade with natives on this one. It's just the natives also go for this, which I'm not a fan of. What did he buy? He bought some pottery, I believe. I could just stop selling pottery, I guess, and just solely focus on wine here, because this is bad. I could also bring pottery here with a depot, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Pottery, this is going to accept 16, and bring it from warehouse 1 to warehouse 7. And now we need a second block, do we? I need money so I can start making oil to evolve these buggers. And oil is from here, which that would buy fruits. I can't really make that happen easily. But it's just one trade route that's gonna be doing that, and it's gonna deposit our stuff. So I could just set it up here and make oil here. Wouldn't be the worst idea I ever had. We could start doing that actually. I'm gonna prepare a granary. Gonna do some farms for fruits. They're gonna buy just a bit, but having enough for later is gonna be good as well. It's gonna be some money. We need every scrap of money we can get. And then we want a warehouse that's gonna also accept the olives, and we will make oil here. They need furniture as well. I've removed all the trees as is customary for me, so now I have to fiddle around with the locations for furniture. It's gonna be fine. We could also just do it here, I guess, but this is not great. Yeah, we could do it, I guess. I'd rather do it here. That will need more people. I think I might go with another block first. It will need water though. Okay, there's water here. And there's even fish in that pond, just for looks. Let's remove this. I'm gonna do another block before we do the trade route. This is a good location for patricians, by the way, but I don't think I can justify that just yet. I'm just gonna put my patricians here, and it's gonna be a horrible line block of patricians. Most likely, or here. Just have a solid foundation of plebs, because that's what keeps your city running. Patricians don't deserve the best locations. I changed my mind on that. This is horrific. Okay. Should be fine. Extra housing. It's gonna cause overpopulation once more. I'm pretty sure of it. Where will the patricians be? Yeah. Space is huge, it is. Is the hippodrome available? I don't know. No, it's not. I don't want to though. I don't want to do anything fancy if I can help it. This map, the money is not gonna go too well at some point, I'm pretty sure. So we need to be just conservative with what we do. Whatever works. Don't do anything like too out of the ordinary. What do we die? We need temples. We need Venus. I just need to put this spam somewhere, so let's just put it here. No, academic caps housing pretty fast. It does. You would need Pantheon to do it, but I don't care about that. We just need small patricians. Boot-shaped housing block? Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna act like it was the intention. Let's put this here. Can you source water from here? No, you are not able to do that. Under no circumstances can you be allowed to have nice things. Always remember that. And that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, of course. So instead we have to have this, it's fine. Just gonna put some houses here. It's not great, but whatever works. Need a bad house or they will die. We have enough pop now for that to happen. Money is not looking great, but so we kinda need to keep spending on this, I think. It's December, maybe wait for January. Yeah. Caesar is not happy. It's not a 2x2. Made it out of that. Kill dispatch is ready, we are in that again. Now, I hope the natives are just gonna stick here and just trade with this forever. Yeah. That's what you want to see. We'll be giving these people water soon. We need to feed them though. So that's gonna be something we focus on as well. We could use a depot to transport some food from the other places. We'll see if there is any surplus. Military might be something we need to invest into as well. We'll see. For now, just keep a couple of farms around here. This is gonna be pretty awful for desirability if we do that. And desirability is not something you have easily here on this map anyway. So that wouldn't be great. Yeah, no. Can't really farm that. So I have to bring food over from elsewhere. We could put fruit here, I guess. This is wheat, 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 and wheat. So we could do fruits instead of vegetables for this one. Because fruit farms don't actually have negative desirability impact. So having a couple would help a lot here. Let's do a market. Let's get a theater. Let's get a school. Let's get a forum. Let's get an amphitheater. Let's get a warehouse for pottery. Somewhere. Oh, this is gonna be a pickle. We could have access to this one that's like very far away. It's not really worth the effort. Just gonna remove this one, I guess. It's gonna get 8 units of pottery, no traders. Give them water. Lower price on vegetables, that's fine. This has water as well, just desirability is a massive issue. Money seems to be fine though, thanks to the natives, I suspect. Let's do plaza spam. Let's make a new fort. I need to make another fort somewhere here. Okay, and no traders in this granary as well. We might be having this one. Yeah. Traders coming to it, it's not great. It's gonna take a while to feed. I'll do gardens to offset any desirability. We'll do depots. 2 depots. I'll bring wheat from the first one to the last one, and then fruits from the first one to the last one. Keep it stocked up. They should have a bathhouse, right? Yeah, they do. Just need pottery really, and then we need gladiators and actors as well, which is gonna be a bit of a pain, but it's doable. And actor colony. Oh, where do we put this? I have no idea. It's getting quite tight, space constraints. I don't think you can fit this. Well, this is a pickle. I cannot fit that easily. I'll just have to connect both of these places up and then put these in these valleys here. Need some furniture soon. No, that's not gonna work. That corner is cut off. That corner is cut off. That corner is cut off. Here. Actors. Connection. There is connection through the staircase. There is connection through here and through here. We'll roadblock that heavily. Roadblock this. Can have a couple of Lararii. Okay. What was that? Population milestone, okay. This should be fine. We need furniture now, we have just summer employment, so it's not that difficult to figure out. Just need to keep some trees here. Let's get some timber yards. Get some workshops. This is not good. Putting stuff there is definitely not good, but that's what we have to do. Let's put the road there. Roadblock this off. Roadblock that off. Let's put some engineers down. No, go back. And a warehouse. That's it could accept it. It's not gonna be efficient, but maybe it's fine. You could also just get rid of one of the farms always. I think the vegetables are always capped anyway. Let's do a warehouse that's gonna accept no market ladies, it's gonna accept furniture, and then this one is gonna get the furniture from it. And just accept already, we have the carters. Map has tuned down at this point. The earthquake didn't happen yet, which is, you shifted the time scale a bit, quite a bit, but previously it happened like way too early for you to have any chance of having the bridges or clearing the walls, because it's 2 packs at once. But now it's too late, maybe. Don't know. It's kind of hard to figure it out properly. Year 6. It doesn't seem too early. But it's 2 packs, and the early economy is not exactly great before you get enough trade routes going, which is very expensive. Maybe it's the initial money is higher as well. A combination of things. This would be my guess. This block is coming nicely together. We want to farm some more fruits, so we are feeding that to our other area as well. This will take a while to accumulate some furniture. Build them a library. I always wonder on maps like this, whenever the guy in the one part of the town make fun of the guy from the other. Like, hey, you scrubs, you live in the valley, boo. Yeah, most likely. You can never know, you can only wonder.
I've heard there are jobs here. I want to be a lion tamer.
Maybe a bit too late. Yeah, right, yeah. No invasion yet as well. Valley nerd. Couldn't be me, yeah. Boring river valley, yeah. There's more spice to it. Being devoured by wild animals is just part of the challenge of living here. Okay. Yeah, the natives are buying all our stuff a lot of the time, which is good. Now, I have this clay pit, which isn't exactly doing anything for us at the moment, so I'll just do this instead. Is it wise? No. But if it means extra dosh, it's good. Could go ahead and put another clay pit and then maybe workshops here. That's gonna cut this off, but we don't use it anyway later because that's where the bad stuff's gonna happen, you know? Ah, crap. Ah, we can. I was thinking we can. Little cheeky Marek passage. Just put the industry in this cheesiest possible way to maximize the output. Gods are getting pissed at me. Why is that? Oh, just generally not having enough temples. Okay. Okay. Need to construct additional pylons. Okay, so furniture. Do we see any furniture at all? Yeah, no, it's being produced. Good. We need the Venus temple. I think I want it. It's not that difficult to achieve, right? It's Jorum. You would need a separate kind of trade route for that. Julia Alonia. I'll open it up. Start selling fruits. We'll import olives. And we can also use it to manufacture weapons here and sell it by sea and import marble and then make a temple. Grand Temple is gonna be a huge space commitment, but Venus would be good to keep our city evolved because that's gonna be really necessary if we want to have what I wanted, which is just minimal patricians. This thing is going to accept olives. 16 is alright. And oil. 16. Let's do some workshops for oil. Can I do with 4? Boroffa says, given that it takes years to walk between the different parts, you'll have to want to walk over to insult them. Yeah, just send carrier pigeons. Do they also have their own soccer club? Probably not. This is not Aztecs. They didn't have many ball games, I don't think. I'm actually not sure if Romans had ball games. I imagine they might have. Like, it's not that difficult to come up with it as a concept. It's just, I never read about it, which is weird. Let's put down some Lararia. When were the first Olympics? They're way before Romans, but Romans kept up Olympics for some time before the purge of pagan cults happened. Olympia was actually maintained. Yeah, early classical period. Ball games are very common cross-culturally. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, they might have come up with it separately from anywhere else. That wouldn't be a far stretch at all. I actually visited Olympia, which was interesting enough. You can really tell which buildings were built by the Romans and Greeks. Because of different building materials, mostly. Really good place to visit. Let's get an arena for them. Need a lion house, which is not good. Sure, but okay, let's do it the smart way. Let's build the actors here, and the smelly lions can go here. Because reasons. Very good reasons. Let's put down Lararia. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be an issue with evolutions as well, because of desirability. That's why I want the Venus temple. We'll see if we can manage to get it. Let's get a new farm. What's our population? 3,900, yeah. And we can still fit more, I think. We can send the fruits. You're ping-ponging a bit, but it's fine. Would the Grand Temple fit by the natives? By these natives? Possibly, but this is a dangerous area. I could probably react to any threat quickly enough. Yeah, just about right. It's a good mark corner. Let's do it. Make the dream happen. Let's get a mission post down here. Yeah. You did measure it quite well with your eye. Good eye, Tychus. These are indeed vulture bikes. Okay, we still have some unemployment. We'll have to deal with it. We also need to bring furniture to this place. Do we have enough stocked up? No, not at all. We might need to expand the production a bit. Which, I can't do it here. It's just not a very good place for it. Okay, let's just see what we can do. Timber yard. Just one is fine. It's gonna be extra 80 houses that could get furniture this way, because each workshop supplies roughly 40 houses. Pushing your limits there. Better take care, yeah. It's not good. What about the natives? They're fine. You'll have to get marble here, we'll have to get clay and timber, but that's locally available, so it's not that bad. We want a cart depot. We'll want oil, and we'll need to set up this warehouse to accept 8 units. We'll be bringing this from the first, no, from the last to the first. Cannot remember how far the earthquake goes. Yeah, I don't remember either. We'll see if this gets destroyed or not. If it does, then oh well. We can just do it elsewhere, but yeah, I would like it to be there, if possible. I also need a cart depot here, somewhere. That's fine. This is gonna get furniture from the first one to the last one. Actually, is this accepting it? Of course not. Okay, 16. Depot. First one. Actually, we can do source it from the 12th to 11th. Yeah. So it'll take from here. It's better. This should just keep 8. It's getting 8. We'll want to do the sea trade route next. Let's get a dock. And a warehouse. And some workshops for iron, or weapons rather. Warehouse there. This one's gonna accept iron. It's gonna accept marble as well. We need to open that, but not yet. This is gonna accept, oh, Emperor campaign, no. Milos, no. We'll set that later. And we want to do accept iron, and then we'll accept marble in this one. This one's gonna accept weapons. So far, we'll import iron. Getting oil to absolutely every block will be a pain because we can't really have enough of it, I don't think. It's 20 olives annually. We'll see how far it can be stretched. We might need a freaking caravanserai. And yeah, this is already evolving. We have some Grand Insulae here. Not much, but they would want more desirability. More military. We haven't had a single attack yet, but I will need more military for sure. I don't feel safe. Can do a fort. Making weapons. So what's the sea trader for Jorum? Open, sell weapons, import marble. This thing's gonna accept 8, yeah. And let's set up logistics area for our Grand Temple. Construction. Okay, this thing's gonna accept clay and timber. This thing's gonna get marble. We'll even add a depot for it. Not yet though. Okay, down here. Let's keep some of these trees. Timber. Still cut this off, but it's not a big deal. And a depot, for good measure. Bring marble from the first to the last. No, the other way around. This is gonna be 16. This is gonna be 13. Might have a Grand Temple in the frontier as compensation. Yeah. Poor natives having a fort built in their backyard. Well, yeah. We pacify them so we can do whatever we wish on their territory. That's how it is. And marble got more expensive, of course. Let's keep it slightly ahead of Rome. Yeah. That's fine though. As long as we can make it work. That's all that matters. There's marble, yeah. This will need oil. Just again, I think getting enough of it is gonna be a big issue. But it will cut down significantly on the amount of patricians we need. Oil. Caesar is not happy. It's the marble imports. From 9 to 11. I think that's correct. I would add more workshops, but it's a problem. Just don't want Mars. I'm not sure about that, we'll see. We'll at least have plenty of marble ready. for when we have enough money to start construction on this. Yeah, it is. It is. City is full, so no more immigration. As long as it's stable, it's fine. Yeah. We are... depends how long it takes me to reach the peace, even if I don't lose anything. In terms of buildings, if the map will have tough military within that period, we need Grand Temple to Mars. Maybe we won't. We cannot make towers though, so it's all gonna be about the critical mass. I'm gonna do 6 forts and then we'll see how the attacks are. I really would like to start building this, but you don't have enough yet. It would make us go into debt too much. Clay pit. It's collapsed. Oh, I didn't connect to this engineer. Okay, right. Well, it makes sense. Since that is a staircase, I'm just gonna cut it off. Oh, that's actually not good. This clay pit will need a road, but we can have it here. It's first collapse of the map. Maybe Caravanserai first. It could help because olives. That's what I was thinking. It's gonna eat a lot, and fitting it is gonna be a feat. I'd have to probably fit it like here. Which is not great. Okay. And then it needs food. So let's get a granary. And I don't think we can farm any of this, but I'm just gonna... I really don't want to feed it, but we have to. How do we do that? I'm just gonna get a depot, I guess. Do it with that. So wheat. This is gonna accept. Do we have enough of that, or what's staggering the most? This, we can bring some vegetables from there. Vegetables from the first one to the last one. Those natives are so nice and snack with all those very expensive monuments. Yeah. Well, we have to make them somewhere, so might as well build them where we are threatened from. It's not the only place where we are threatened from, but this is the major one. You have some money. Oh, let's build this. I'm gonna do a small mausoleum, I guess. No, I would build big ones if I can later. Venus Grand Temple 2,500. Okay, let's make it happen. Caravanserai is gonna be quick. It always is. I'd like to stop importing marble, but we still have need for it. Just completely outscales them. Yeah. Especially the natives. They're not gonna be visible much. That's fine. Just go with another auxiliary fort, I guess. Now, if I build a Grand Temple to Mars, I'd be building it for freaking legionaries, so that's not great. But Caravanserai will certainly help. Sit in debt, yeah. It's gonna be the marble. It's gonna constantly cause issues. I know. It's gonna be fine once we stop importing that. What's the deal? Okay. Architect, oh, engineer, what was this? Card depot, no. I have to do the orders again. This is vegetables. from the first to the last. No nice things, no. And there was an attack. It's our first one. Gonna leave this to the fill. What are the invaders? Bluebeard, Ghouls. Ghouls have the Axemen, they can be quite annoying. They are the highest DPS units in the game. See if we can get enough men in position. Looks like we can. Marble has been used up. Let's pick Policy. The Bello Gallico, this isn't. No, it's not. It's not. But we still have goals. We could do a couple of highways. Speed up process of traveling a little bit. It's not great for our money or anything, but even that little bit might help us and keep the city stable, because the imports are crucial and we need them to happen in timely fashion. So a couple of highways always help. Why are you coming here? Oh, they are buying my vegetables from here, aren't they? No. No nice things. The highway should help a bit with the imports. I'd love another workshop, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. I know, I've set up the trade policy already. Upgrade one block to Grand Insulate for tax. I've done that. This is Grand Insulate, it's just horrible because of desirability. So I cannot improve it, so I'm waiting for Venus to be done. This is the marble causing the deaths. It's always gonna be like that each year at the start, but we are not losing favor because we recover money towards the end of the year. Because they sell me all the marble they can and now we are just making money. It's not a library. Nice. Ah, the evolutions as well. Okay, well, it seems like I might have to get rid of something and give them another market. It's just tough. This farm can go away actually. And we can market. Let's do a garden. It's always markets, yeah. This is gonna give us some tax boost. Not great, but every little bit helps us. Yeah, furniture is plentiful enough. We just need a Venus temple to be done. It's first stage done. It's here. Okay, I'll fight them. This is blocked off, I think. Fight them here. It's a perfect position. Set up your troops. Slow it down. Start sending. Now if they make it through, that would be the worst. I don't think they can, but you never know with the diagonals. It's sometimes hard to spot when the forests are squiggly like that. Okay, the enemies are way too swift for my liking here. I'll just put my troops here instead, I guess. It's not great, but do what we can. Yeah, as I suspected, this is gonna be hard to reach. at our units. It's alright. This whole part of the map is unusable though. If you build anything that would get destroyed before you can reach it. Gonna get to Uran, no. Never. Never ever. Okay. Second stage being done. It's gonna take a while, we have some money. Let's keep doing what we are doing. Need to start working on partitions, but do we need to do it immediately? I'm not convinced. We need to do it immediately, we'll see. No. You don't want it. You think you do, but you don't want it. I know better. You need to be protected from yourselves. It's not good. It's very not good. Just rather listen to the vanilla scream, it's better. It's both of them are horrible, but this is lesser evil. At least the Lucky Merchant. If I was affiliated with Lucky, I would, but I don't know him much. I don't watch his streams, so I don't feel like I should be grabbing that. But we could do our own community mod voice pack at some point, but I'd rather just keep the game as it is. I don't click on people much, so it doesn't really matter, but we could do it, like, make it so that some people from the community can make some quotes, maybe. But as I said, I don't click on people much, so it would be a bit of a waste. In my opinion. We need culture as well, that's fine. I love Angry Caesar custom quotes. Well, that's too much. The Jake does have it though, but I don't know. I think Big Cheese needs to be kept vanilla. We have 10,000. Just build the freaking temple. What was that? They don't pay more wages. Okay. Also take more effort because it's an MP4, yeah. It is actually not MP4, is it? It's WAV, yeah, that's for the regular files. But maybe Caesar is different because there is an animation to go with it, so it's compiled together maybe. It would be more tough to figure out, but not impossible, it's just, you know, it's not there is no good reason to do it. Like, it's extra work for nothing. I don't click on things anyway, so why have it? Let's keep the game vanilla, it's fine. Instant furniture, can have that. Yeah, it's just, you know, we are making profits from all the trade routes. I'm selling all weapons, I'm selling anything I can really, already. This is maximizing the trade potential. Just waiting on the temple. Yeah, I know. But also, that's not what I would do most likely. I would either forget, some people have some quotes, or it's just, you know, I just rather get through it and be done with its map. I don't want to spend more time here than necessary. That goes for clicking on random stuff that's not necessary. Not my thing. I don't think that would be good. So, you know, if it works for Jake, he can have it, but I don't feel like it would add anything to me. Quite the contrary, it would be a detriment, especially with the military voices. I'd just rather keep the vanilla experience with that. They are not great by any stretch, but it's magnitude, orders of magnitude better than what the Ura is. Okay. Just keep getting the marble. 2 more valleys, but one is really small, yeah. It's not tricky, it's fine. Once we evolve all of them, it's gonna be a boost, and then we do patricians and we should be fine. Most likely. We could also do very small plot block somewhere, yeah, we have 2 more valleys to work with. They're not great, but you could even fit like very small block here. It would be a horrible line block with like only 6 houses, but it's like, you know, a couple hundred people. This is gonna help. I would even like maybe build a freaking Neptune temple just for the capacity, but then where? Where would you build that? I have no idea. Is the earthquake done? That's fine. We still have this to use. Local uprising. Okay. And the small one is also hard to defend. This one. Yeah, because it's here. Of course, you could cut into it. That's fine, actually. This path is fine. Almost done with the second stage of the monument. It just takes a long time to actually build this, but we could start working on our patricians, I suppose. I want to have them here, I suppose. Just need to clear the wolves. That's gonna be something. Also, carting over all the goods here is gonna be a pain, but not impossible. Okay, how do you bridge over here? Of course. Oh, it's here, and then you need to bridge over here, and then you need to bridge over here. Why is nothing simple? Yeah. Why just don't make it absurdly complicated instead? Okay. Well, I'm not using that one then. We'll be using this one. We'll just cut it into this area. Okay. Clear this. No timber needed. There is water, which is good. Okay, patricians. So I'm gonna do... We could do a regular block, but I feel like line block is better. And also, if you don't have an academy, island hop. Yeah. If you don't have an academy, is it restricting you to 2x2 patricians? I think it's 3x3s, but very small ones, right? Like the first stage of 3x3 evolution is what you are gonna be capped at, I think. 2x2s. Okay. Well, it makes it even more simple then. Just gonna put a line here. And I'm gonna do trees, I suppose. I'm gonna do pines. Pines look horrible. Oaks. So 2x2s, hey? Okay. We won't need as many, I think. This is fine. You don't want to stretch it too much. Could be bad for you. I'm not gonna plaza it yet. Bathhouse. Theater. You'll need a lot of logistics, but depots will handle that. This is going to be pretty, is it? I think we have very different opinions on what is pretty, but if you like it, it's all that matters. For me, this is like... it's not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to give them guards. And plenty of them. Yeah, just carpet it, it's fine. That's good. all the various things. Library, let's get a market. Move this thing. Probably want a hospital as well. Just put it here. I think we have the labor for it. Okay, let's put one granary down. Let's put one warehouse down. Roadblock this. I'm gonna put this clinic here instead. This thing, just accept 8. Accept 8. Accept 8. Accept 8. And we'll accept 2 types. Farm it. Fruits. I wish we could do more, but this is gonna be stretching it a little. I could do that. Doesn't actually need all that much. I think we have all the services for them. Let's put down orchard here. And depots. We'll need several. 4 of these. So, let's take a look at pottery. It's gonna bring it from warehouse 1 to warehouse last. It's gonna bring furniture from warehouse 2 to warehouse 3 to last. Is it? I don't know what this one is. 12. Okay. Bring it from 12 done. Oil. This is gonna be a bit more tricky. From the first to last? No, this is like 11 or something. 9. You always need to check. For the last. And vine. We can do from the second one to the last one. Should accumulate enough goods here. We'll see. Let's put down the people. Let's get them some plaza. Soak some unemployment. Oh, it's definitely gonna soak unemployment. Might even go over. We'll see. Once this is done. It needs marble. Just give me more marble. It's starving. Yeah, someone mentioned on Haven, I think, that they didn't like the starving marble. Blessing from Mercury. It's fine. It's good for olives, actually. I think. Oh, if he picked that, he didn't. He just stocked something else, maybe the weapons workshops. It's fine. Let's keep trading. Keep building this thing. This will require water, so let's give them water. I'm gonna do a single fountain here. Now, we need gladiator schools, we need actors colonies, we can do it here. Lion pit. Yeah, just give me a second. And I'll book this thing so they don't spawn there. Okay, it's here. That's fine. The only way for them to get to our city is through here. So put our forces here. This is crucial. If I miss anything, we are gonna die. I don't think they can get to the city another way, so should be okay. Sadly, there are no ponds available. No ponds. So that's why we have to go with this. freaking fur paths. I could, but I would if I could. Not yet. Emperor's grateful. Snake their way to us. Yeah, I think the enemies have been defeated. Let's go back. For a path. We have some patricians over there. How nice. Too close to enemy troops. That's gonna be solved. Just bugger off. Yeah. Beautiful. I don't have statues. That's the chief reason for that. Yeah, these hate where they live. I'll have to do something about that. I could possibly... Yeah, I will actually do this. It's gonna be good. Lararia have better desirability than any other thing, so definitely better than these. Great looking honest here. Well, just gonna add some Lararia cheese, if you don't mind. So I need these people to actually be good at life. So, medium villa. And that's education. It's everything we can give them, unless you want to build a pantheon. I don't. Prosperity would be 83. That's fine. What we need is the Venus temple to be done, so it bumps up the housing. Then it's gonna be alright. Little garden sections look nice. it's a thingy no one ever uses if you have choices. The pop, I know. We'll see what happens with that. What about our pop capacity? 5050. It's the patricians, bump it up a bit, and then we do plebs over here, I guess. I have to. I could squeeze in some hideous ones, but I need them to be insulae, I think. Otherwise you'll have some problems. I could, like, if I would to find a space for Neptune Temple, I would build it just so that I don't have to do another block, because that's not a good prospect for me. We'll see. Yeah, there are a lot of nice things in Augustus. This is like, it's for cosmetics. Practically, it doesn't actually, it's not good for desirability. If you have statues, you always do that. But on this map, you don't have statues. Okay. Let's fight over here. Maybe you want Mars first, just for the worst case. You know what the innovations are, don't you? But space for Mars is very limited. I cannot put it anywhere. It's gonna be a problem. Like, where am I supposed to put the monuments, you know? This is not a viable option, that they will swarm over this area before you can really do anything. And this is not even done yet. I need this to be done, then we'll see what the pop is with all the Grand Insulae. I could also do tap this for some cheeky housing. Is there a possibility to water them from like this? Yeah, like here. It sucks. It cannot be like that. I would put like Insulae here and just don't get the market, give them wine. They would have everything from here. We could do similar sort of thing here, but this would need to be moved, which that can be moved. Yeah. I'll put it here, I guess. Yeah, it takes absolute ages. It's the marble strangle. You know, if you import only 5 freaking marble per year, it takes years to build it, like absolute decades. So if I want any other grand temples, that's a huge consideration. Like, do I want to wait decades for for another one to happen, or no? You don't. Just build it. No. Okay. It's going to be hell in this town when they invent cars. I don't think they will survive, as most Roman cities didn't survive either. I would be very surprised if they did. Okay. Small Chikilarium. Build me a temple worthy of Mordor. Do it! Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, it's gonna get better once we get the temple. Okay, good. Now pick the obvious benefit. Some warriors in Jesus' portal. Yeah, it doesn't bode well for the actual city. Let's wait until the temple does its rounds. You did, right? They still hate where they live. You are just lost. I don't have anything to say to these people anymore. They are just complaining too much. I'm gonna have to replace this with Larari. Is this viable? Yeah, it is. That's gonna help, yeah. So with this, our prosperity cap is 90. We need 985 to succeed. Which is fine, just, yeah. Still not great considering that we still need to fit a lot of people into the frickin' city. I need to make them Grand Insula as well, I think. What's the prosperity now? 91. This is gonna be a problem. This is not gonna accommodate many people at all. I need 1500 people, 1400 people. That's a lot of people. Hey, they're very welcome. Yeah, clearly. What do we do about that? Even food will be a problem for me once we add more. And this doesn't fit that many people at all. We could try it, it's just not gonna be very good. Could I fit it somewhere else? I really don't want to use this valley, but it would be the best option. It's a line block for sure, but it would probably fit the requirements. And we could make it Grand Insulae. Just again, food is gonna be a major issue for it, and you need to bridge over here, which that's gonna make this pain to defend. But let's do it. No reason to sit on your thumbs here. Just do it. You have the money, just the wolves are gonna be a major issue again. Ship's bridge. Ship's bridge. Ship's bridge. And let's send the soldiers over. Yeah, that's what you'll have to do. It's 2 squads of wolves. It's not great for me. We'll see. No. Oh, I just decided to run in there. Because of that split. They really don't like when the terrain is forcing them to deploy in formation behind the cliff. They'll run over all of the time. Send you home. Now, here. I'll just have to hack this to the side, but keep enough space to have some gardens or something. This is horrific. Okay, let's just put it like this. Let's get a doctor, let's get a barber. Let's get a temple for them, which means spam for the other ones. Pottery, we're actually running out. Yeah, it's because we are selling it as well. Could possibly replace this workshop with... No, that wouldn't really work, it's unreachable. Yeah, we could just make pottery elsewhere, I guess. It's just not what we want to do. No way to fit workshops there. Could do it here, but no real reason for it. Sneaky wolves with backstab tactics. Yeah, they can be a bit annoying to deal with. By the long river curve. Here. Could put something here. This is cut off from this, so it's sort of safe. It's just not great because reservoir is gonna be a massive pain. I think you didn't want people to build the reservoirs here. That's why the rocks are here. At most immersion point, they might stop and wait for a while before attacking. Yeah, that's sometimes what happens when you give them more space. It's true. Let's give them more space, see if it helps. Send him the pottery. This can be there. I think I'll make pottery locally for these. Also, food is gonna be a major issue for them. Let's do this. Where do I put my services here? It's gonna be a pain, as everything else is. So I'll need an amphitheater. Okay, that can go there. Let's put down a granary. Let's get some farms. And vegetables, I suppose. Sixteen. Block. Clay pit. Workshops. Warehouse needs to go somewhere like this. You can cart it all the way, that's fine. You don't need them to retain peak efficiency for this. This is just for the local consumption. And we'll be accepting furniture and oil as well. We'll get that from elsewhere. No traders in here, no traders in here. We'll do some depots. Bring furniture from 12 to 21. I'm gonna double check. I think it's 9. This one. 12. Okay, that's fine. And oil. It's 9. It's gonna be a problem. We don't have that much oil. So actually evolving them to enough would be a problem for us. This accepts oil, right? Yeah. So it's 9 all the way up to 21, and it's gonna be always where the ships sail on the other side of the unusable part here. This could be a real block. Yeah, like pottery could be done here. That's correct. Speaking of that, we need to do this. I don't know what a real block is. Like, It depends. If Romans had the option to, they would always build branded designs. So this would be like, yeah, if they're forced to build something awkward, that's probably what they would like kind of come up with, but you never know. They'd probably cringe at it. Let's get this like that. So we can have this, so we can have that. So we can add this. So we can add that. So we can add this. So we can add that. Where is the arena? I could just put it like here instead. Just rather put it like there instead. Engineer. Make sure this has a better look. Actors. We are missing a lot of workers, by the way. Gladiators. Lions. Just let people move in. We'll get enough workers once this evolves. It's just, again, it's gonna take people a long time to arrive to this area. We need a bathhouse as well. Just put it somewhere not optimal. Because yeah, that's the thing, like, you think, like, yo, it looks like a real block. Well, if you see what Romans built, you would, like, no, it's not crooked. If they had the choices in life, they would never build something like this. That's why it even doesn't make sense to, like, yeah, build for looks and, like, make everything look crooked for a purpose. No, it's not. It might look good to you because you don't know anything, but, you know, just... Sometimes stuff like that looks nice to an eye, but it's not actually what the Romans would build. It's not. If they had choices in life, they would never build crooked stuff. But a lot of people seem to think so, for some reason. Looked like Manhattan square blocks everywhere. Yeah, basically, like not exactly like Manhattan, but they would adapt to terrain difficulties. But a shit ton of stuff was pre-planned. If it was a city that was established with a purpose, you would just have a very designed and, you know, streamlined layout, especially for the government stuff. But even the regular buildings would follow that layout a lot, with pre-planned sewers and streets and everything. You would not have ad hoc mess. Yeah, but you know. As I'm saying, like, not exactly about this map, but a lot of people seem to think if they have a flat map, they need to create some monstrosities. They don't, because it's not what Romans would like. But if you like that, that's fine. Just don't call it on the Romans, because they wouldn't do anything like that on purpose. Okay, attack. We need to fight them here again. And that's probably gonna be a big one. Let's hope we can solve our issues before we have any other issues arise here. Let's just fountain him. And market. I don't have a market. I'll build one here. This guy's stuck. Let's recall him. See if you can make it. Oh, it's gonna be tough. It's fine, more people will arrive. Recall the military. Okay, this is evolving. It will need a lot more desirability, I think. This should help with our population situation. It's a lot of ground insulae. Not like a whole bunch, but every little bit helps. Yeah, enough. No need to add more. This city looks really good compared to others you made. No insult intended. Could upload it to Haven. I don't upload to Haven with completed cities, but if I would, I could do that. That is correct, but I just don't really care for that. I also think very few people would really download it because not many Haven people play Augustus, and so you know with this version they wouldn't even be able to look at it. We could do that, yeah. But you know, even your maps, like they didn't receive that many people playing them or commenting and reviewing because very few people play Augustus on a Haven. It's an unfortunate reality, but might change at some point. Just brought up a program I'm using for screenshots. Took a screenshot of that. This is gonna be the final city without the culture spam element to it, so it's probably fine. Now, we need to culture spam somewhere, and the somewhere might as well be here. We just need 50, but it will still require quite a bit. Now, let's see if this is enough. Wheat, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna ignore it, I think. I have the savings. Just keep him at 100. Unless the event has been set up to really punish me for ignoring it. We'll see. What's our prosperity at? It's 86 cap? It's more than enough, but... Why? Do we have some hideous housing? Yeah, some of these are just large insulae. I guess the patricians are not offsetting it enough, and this is... Yeah, it's taking a while for them to get oil, and it's not reliable. That doesn't matter. Culture is fine. And we have actually need of workers. What's the... Yeah, people are still moving into the city though, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a bit. We could even downsize a bit, but as we get more people, that's gonna also raise the requirement. So let's just keep it and see if we can survive. It's here. So I will have to put my people here. Emperor's angry, it's fine. I'd just pure javelin spam if I could, but the rules say that you have to have the horses. Yeah, this devolved. It doesn't have oil. It does have some of it, but it's getting really stretched. We have enough workshops, it's just the olives are not enough. Keep the city going. If I could import oil, I would import oil. Even if it would cost a fortune, that's fine. But we cannot. Yeah, he can have furniture, it's fine. Prosperity and population. Prosperity is finicky with this amount of oil. 83, yeah. It's probably fine. It's gonna fluctuate like crazy though. Just I don't like that. Let's hope we can make it. I could perhaps do... We have some marble. Yeah, blessing from Mercury is good because it could stock the oil workshops, right? It didn't. It stocks like the iron workshops or whatever. It's not good. Well, that wouldn't work. I thought I could spam some Mercury temples, but that wouldn't help me in this case then. So he just focuses on the wrong industry. It's not important at all. Yeah, he can be angry. I cannot do anything about that. Decrease trading, not good. Gift. I'm thinking about adding another patrician here. So I think we could support that. So even maybe 2. That's... It's a bit greedy, but yeah, there is an arena. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's 2. We could still downsize this. Have it like this. And then here, that's wishful thinking to have him there. So let's just keep him here instead. Fountain him. And get a couple of Flararii anyways. Even a single patrician could mean the difference between the evolutions, because this is stocked on oil, at least so far, so that's good. Just need to actually have enough of these. Yeah, he evolved. That should bring us up, right? Prosperity is a 6, yeah. Just need the prosperity now. It's gonna rise over the years, just let it keep going. I'm gonna wait on that request before I send it, so we get use of some more favor. Yeah, fluctuations with evolutions, as expected. Making some oil though. He wants 10,000, I'm gonna keep that. It's 12 months to get it. I'll send that, but not yet. I don't think we are taxing these either. Let's put down a Mercury Temple there. Let's put a forum here. Tax the patricians. Should have been doing that sooner. It's not like it was too necessary. Need to keep making profit. It's the important part. For the prosperity rating, that is. Yeah, like I cannot imagine playing all your maps back to back like this. It's exhausting. It's too many to do. Yeah, that would be insane. I don't think I could do it. I would burn out after a couple. Just wouldn't have the energy to continue. You need to really think a lot, and that's just not what you can do when you would stream it for like a prolonged period of time. Prosperity is horrible. Yeah, it should rise. Yeah, it is. It's a good time. Unless we die to military, we should be fine now. We'll see. Still have some unemployment. We could raise taxes, but we don't need to. Play the best 3 of your choice again. Yeah, we could do that. That would be more doable. Local uprising, okay, careful. Where is it? It's here. Let's defend this. See if you can stop it. It's not that large. Might mean there is a huge attack coming from this point. unexpected rise of Augustus map makers, and there will be plenty of new maps. Yeah, most likely. I don't think we'll struggle for content really. Like, there's always more to play. And this doesn't have any oil. Is it because they are keeping... Oh, fuck. Made a mistake here. Well, that warehouse is pretty much booked unless they deplete that furniture. Yeah, you can have the marble, that's fine. They're devolving. Not good. They'll evolve again. It was due to my mistake. I've set it to accept 32. I shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna struggle to get over that hurdle, but maybe with these evolutions it's gonna get better. Yeah, there's some oil now. Get that oil. I think the food is also a problem in this one. Just barely keeping it going. For 84, okay. This hovel is causing issues. Okay, let's just remove it. We don't need it. It needs oil. That is oil. Just, you know, the market is probably still struggling to keep enough food going, so it's always going for food instead of other things that we need. I'm gonna add a warehouse to get more wheat. We have surpluses, right? Somewhere. This one is dangerous to drain. Some vegetables, we could do that. So this is 20. And drain it from the caravanserai, which is 17. To 20. See if that helps. Ah, we just won. Okay. Yeah, there was evolution spike. Okay, let's accept our promotion. Okay. So this one, it's quite tough. It was much harder before the updates, because the timeline was much tighter. You couldn't even get the forts in time to really clear the wolves unless you go into very heavy debt. Now it's kind of late though, so it's like goes from one extreme to the other, I guess. Regarding the other things, I think it's fine for the challenge of it. 2x2 partitions is not something you usually build, and it's enough. You don't really need better partitions. I would like the ability to be able to buy more oil. Even straight up for very, you know, if it was expensive, I would still buy it. Just because the city cannot support itself with 20 olives. If you want me to have this prosperity with very horrible patricians, then I kinda have to go with shit ton of Grand Insulae. And those require quite a bit of oil. So that's why. But overall it was fine. The military probably could have gotten much worse eventually, but there's not many good spaces to put your Grand Temples anyway. I don't even know where I would put my Mars Grand Temple if we needed one. If I could easily build one, I would probably be building one after we did the Venus, but there's no point. Anyways, thanks for making it. It was good. I might leave a review on Haven when I remember. And this is gonna go to YouTube for sure. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna send you off on a raid to see someone else. Let's take a look. Looks like Dad is playing something. Let's double enter that.